Sawadika, and welcome to another video of SHIIS Life featuring Bangkok. So I'm really excited to tell you guys more about my experience here in Thailand. It has been genuinely two words: nourishing and rejuvenating. I came here because I really wanted to explore if Thailand could be our next home. And outside of that, I really wanted to pour into myself and really offer a refresher for my nervous system to nourish my body without worries of toxins, preservatives, and added chemicals. And also really get to know the Thai culture here. The starting way that I've done that right when I got here is I really wanted to make this place feel like home. I do that by, for one, making an altar to honor my ancestors and venerating them every morning. Also just like putting our clothes in the space, really not just like keeping our clothes in the suitcase, like really putting them up, making it look cozy, along with just getting to know the apartment complex and maybe the people in it, The beauty of this apartment complex is that it has food places like literally in it or around it. There's a smoothie place right downstairs, which I love to go there almost like daily to get a nourishing, like fresh, organic fruits and stuff like that, fruit juice. Really grateful for that. Anyways, along with that, I really made it a point to take walks around in the neighboring area so I can just get to know this area. If you can see behind me also, there is the temple of, I believe, Vishnu, which was crazy synchronistic because we really wanted to make sure we explored consecrated areas and energetic hotspots, which I'll get into later on in this video. It's really been dope to explore. I saw the local 7-Eleven, which if you know, you know. Asian 7-Elevens have been notoriously known, at least from the West, to have a way better quality than like what you experience in the States. They have really nice quality food, for real. I mean, I experienced like some of my favorite chips there. I love the chips that has like nori with a little bit of rice paper on it, so it makes it extra crispy. I've gotten some mochi there. I've gotten instant ramen there, which the instant ramen here, I don't have stomach problems with them. Love that for me. I love noodles so much. Another way that I've made this place feel like home is also instilling a lot of daily practices. I've tried to do as much as possible some workouts and physical things that really, pour into my body, which is also inclusive of applying some herbal supplementation too. I also want to give out a specific shout out to Majestica's. I have gotten some amazing herbs from this divine sister in Jamaica, okay? She has very high quality, locally harvested herbs, and I specifically communicate with her so I can get things that can be perfect for me. And the specific herbal capsules that I got are good for balancing my hormones. I also been partnering that with some Chinese medicinal herbs that I got from Justin, who is an acupuncturist that is part of the Aya Wellness community. So I'm gonna do a video on them and how they have poured into me, along with, I wanted to also add Valedia Organica. That's what she just changed it to. I got basically a herbal tincture that's supposed to assist with any bacterial infection. Since we're traveling in different countries, y'all, I want to be prepared. So if either of us get any stomach bugs, we have something in our arsenal to protect us. So those three things have really been in my little, herbal handy bag, along with some herbs that I brought with me, which I got from Majestica's as well. Okay, so yeah, all of that, really traveling with herbs, and also like pouring into myself on a day-to-day basis has really made this place feel cozy on a base fundamental way. Jumping off of the concept of exploring the neighboring area, I've explored some beautiful locations here in Thailand. If you ever come to Thailand, I really highly recommend you explore Thailand via the Grab bikes. I was initially very resistant in exploring Thailand via the Grab bikes because, I was afraid it was going to be dangerous, or if I crash, whatever. But it's very, very safe. The people that guide you are very experienced. They've been doing this for a long time. They know the streets. They know how to get around. So when you get on a Grab bike, you have a way of looking at the city in such a beautiful way. It feels like a movie, honestly. Like, you can see the beautiful buildings. You can see like all the locals walking around. You can maybe even peep some restaurants that you might want to pass by, and you can get to your destination very quickly and efficiently. I'm a big fan of those Grab bikes. 3 places that I've explored that I really want to note is, for one, the malls. I can't even tell you. I can give you some specific malls that I personally loved, but I've explored multiple. Okay, so these malls, they are honestly decked out, like literally 7 floors up, insanely large, like, and each floor is wide as well, so you have a number of different stores. Each floor will have like its own different theme, so you might have electronics on one floor, clothing brands on another, house needs and appliances on another, then also wellness needs, like, you know, your soaps, your massage therapist, your skincare provider, all these different things, so diverse. And then on top of and then on the usually on the top floor you have a food spot, so their food courts are so vast, very diverse. You get fruits, you get cooked food, you get different Asianic cultures, you got like ramen, pad thai, you know, their own versions of, like, you know, Thai fried chicken. Like, there's so many different diverse things that you can experience. And even they sometimes cater to Western or Americanized foods. They even sometimes have Eastern foods, like, you know, different, not Eastern, like, you know, like Italian, like pastas and stuff like that. You can get a number of different things there. The one thing that I feel like they're missing is African foods. I have yet to find it. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong spots. Don't shoot the messenger. But what I've had access to has been extremely nourishing. You can tell it's very locally crafted, as in, like, they don't import a lot of things, from my understanding. So a lot of things are organic, taken from their local area, you know, in season at that. So I've really been appreciating that, because my body and if you know me, you know I've had chronic stomach issues, so that's really been pouring into my stomach. My stomach right now is telling me I need to eat, so after this I'm gonna give myself something to eat, maybe a smoothie from downstairs. That has been amazing. Like, I'll get into the food in a future video one day, but I just want to put this out there to give you a little checkpoint on what I've experienced here. Along with that, at the malls, I really appreciated exploring the local style, like fashion. I love, you know, clothes. I'm a stereotypical tourist moon. I love food, I love fashion, I love interior design. Okay, so exploring what they love to style their bodies with, like what does the fashion here and expression of its history, has been very amazing. Like, I feel like the mall, you can get a modern taste of where Thai fashion is, and maybe what Thai fashion brands and stuff like that are very reflective to, like H&M and Louis or whatever. I'm not really into brands like that, so don't, you know, but it's been really nice to explore that. Another way that I've explored fashion, though, is also through markets that you explore here. My personal favorite that I explored was the art house. Now, the art house is not necessarily a market. It is kind of like the checkpoint that I use to explore, like to describe the market that's around it. I went there initially for a personal day. Wow. That day was very potent, because I was really in the midst of my luteal phase, where a lot of emotions tend to come up for me. I was walking around really exploring the beauty of this market, and then bumped into a temple. Now, I'm gonna get into holy, like, you know, not holy, but like, you can say that, really energetic hot points that are in these temples. But I passed by a temple, and there was a monk that was there, and he ended up talking to me via Google Translator, and he dropped a lot of knowledge on me, y'all. I'll get back to that another time. Let me zoom this in. Okay, so when it comes to the art house, it was a broad array of beautiful art pieces. Now, it is not the art house. Let me put the name down here so you can actually know what the market is named. But this market was very diverse in all the art pieces, all the dresses and different clothing textiles, along with different jewelry that was locally made and crafted, and also some beautiful food spots as well. Like I said before, I went there for a personal day, and I explored all the different things that were there. A few favorite moments that I had was, for one, meeting 2 different beautiful women that offered me things that I purchased there. One was one I would like to articulate as the auntie. Now, this auntie sold me this dress that I have on now, which is very beautiful. It's very flowy, really good for the heat. It's made out of linen, and also dyed with some natural, like, dyes, I guess. And she said that it was made here in Thailand, and I really appreciate that. You can feel how nice this material is and how breathable it is, and I really needed that, because it gets really humid here. I don't know if you can tell that I'm already sweating. And also I got myself a little lesu. Now, I call that in my culture. I don't know what you would call that here. I'll maybe drop the name down so you can know exactly the specifics of what you would call it. But it's just like basically, a sarong. That's what it's called. A sarong. So I got that. It was really nice. And yeah, the lady was really sweet to me. I just really wanted to put that note because I just really appreciate when I'm purchasing something from someone that they have a really good essence about them, and she was very sweet. Also, I went around the corner and I got 2 beautiful dresses that have amazing embroidery on it, that I really appreciated. It's from this Judja that I met. I call her Judja because she just gave really grandmother energy. We barely really could communicate like directly because she spoke Thai and I obviously strictly speak English and could only say hello and thank you. So, but the energy was there. That's the beauty of exploring these countries, that you sometimes don't even need to speak their language to really just feel the essence between 2 people. And she hyped me up when I got the dresses that I got. She's like, ooh, you're gonna look so pretty. Like, I really appreciated it, like really did. So it was really nice to get those few pieces before I left, or before I leave per se, because when it comes to traveling, you have to be very intentional about what you bring with you. Like, you have very limited space in your suitcase, and you know how these airports be when it comes to weight, right? So when it comes to getting the pieces that I do, I want to make sure that they last a long time and that they are very healthy for my body. And I could tell that these materials are locally harvested, made with intention, and really beautiful, just absolutely beautiful. So now I have something that is very refined and good quality that I can also share a story with anybody that sees it, which is very important to me when it comes to the clothing pieces that I get. So expanding deeper on this market, I really appreciate that there was water on the side of it. Basically, it's on top of water, and you can see people riding their boat back and forth as you explore the market and all the different pieces that are in it and get nice food. I personally actually ended up sitting by the water and having a nice meal, and really just listening to some music, which was really nice. And if you do want to, you can take the boat to explore the different markets as well, which is I really appreciated. You can even go down the river and see the big Buddha, which was one of many big Buddhas. Just a lot to do. A lot to do for a really nourishing, a really nourishing and enriching experience about Thai culture, you know? So let's get into the art house though. The art house was amazing. Like, if you love art, I highly recommend that you explore the art house. And it really highlighted that Thailand really has a beautiful way of catering to the different desires that one might have when living there or exploring there. And I mean that as like an introverted extrovert. Like, sometimes I really want to have my own isolated experience, and in Thailand they really cater to whatever you're looking for. And in the art house, I really felt like I got that social experience while also being in my own little world. Like, I made myself a little anklet. I put in my headphones, listened to music, and was able to still coexist with other people that are creatives. Some people were painting, some people were doing art, like, you know, little bracelets, necklaces. Some people were just hanging out with their friends or just having a time to read a book. Like, it was so nourishing. I really appreciated that. And they had a little bit of music going on, which I didn't hear, of course, I had my headphones in, but I think it was really beautiful. The aesthetic there was amazing too. And when you're done, you could also explore the different art that was there that they had for sale. So shout out to the art house. It was amazing, and I will definitely come back in the future as well. So I want to also add that when I talk about, like, you know, the different the ways that they cater to someone that might be an introvert or an extrovert, another example that I have is also there was the second day that we got here. The second day that we got here, we did karaoke with our friends Andy and Manisha, which, thank you so much, y'all gave us such a beautiful experience while we were here. They showed us so many beautiful hot spots, and just coming here with some friends was really, really beautiful. But so we went to this karaoke spot that basically we had our own individual room. As friends, we just got to vibe out alone. Like, you know, we got to order some food and really sang popular songs that we loved. Like, really just opened up our third chakras. Like, it was love, y'all. A beautiful, beautiful night. But if we were to choose and we wanted to, you know, go out and socialize a little bit more, then you can. So someone that really likes to have the best of both worlds, depending on the mood on the day, I really admire that. And it's not limited to those like business catering experiences. Like, when you're just walking on the street, you could tell that people just really let people be in their own world and enjoy themselves in, you know, their own uniqueness, which I really, 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 really appreciate. I just feel like I'm not really like what's the word, being like watched or anything. Like people can like notice your individuality. I mean, that's pass. People can notice your individuality and still respect your privacy, which, chef's kiss for me. Okay, so another thing that I really appreciated exploring was, how do you articulate this? Let me see. It is called Wat In Hirwahin. It is a location for one of the many golden Buddhas. It's a big, tall, standing Buddha. And it's so crazy how we actually ended up finding this location. It initially started because we took a grab bike out to tour that area, which again, grab bikes, amazing. We were able to see a lot of beautiful locations on our way there. But when we got there, we stopped at not a temple. It was like an old palace that was clearly standing for a long time. It didn't look old. It just looked like it was created with intentionality that I feel like you can see that in today's world, but it's like the artistry, like the shape, like it was just amazing. It was so beautiful. Loved it. So as we were walking around exploring the different palaces and stuff like that, we're like, dang, like we don't even know where the golden Buddha is. Like how are we gonna find it? We're just gonna have to explore. This man essentially passes by us in a tuk-tuk. He's like, hey, I could take you to a water market, or I could take you to go to Buddha if you guys are interested. It'll be 40 baht. What? That's a great deal. So we hopped in, rode along with him, and explored the city. Now the city was so great to explore in a tuk-tuk. Like you could see a number of different art pieces, the locals kicking it, vibing out, like, and he was giving us, information about the area as we drove along. So we get to I'm gonna stop here again just to be safe.